Hi everyone, this is KK Downing of KK's Priest, and you're watching CMS TV.
Now I'm going to get into something that is near and dear to your heart
and
mine, and any red-blooded American male who, enjoys actual pussy, not transgender pussy, but real pussy.
Right.
And I am talking about the one and only voluptuous vixen known as Sydney Sweeney.
Yes.
Sydney Sweeney is selling soap made with drops of her own bathwater.
Sold out, by the way.
Yeah, well, of course. I.e. Belle Delphine.
Yes.
Same thing. Her drops of her bathwater.
I tried to buy one.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
What was the cost on that?
$20.
Really?
Yep.
Well, see, here's the thing. When I was in high school, so many years ago, over 40 years ago, there used to be jokes abound among us young men about drinking bath water.
Sure.
That used to be the running joke among young men. And this one stands out in my head as probably one of the funniest jokes we used to tell amongst ourselves. Even though we've heard it a million times, we always still laughed about it because it was kind of funny. I would drag my balls through 20 miles of broken glass just to sniff the tire tracks of the laundry truck that took her panties away.
Never heard it quite that.
I would walk naked through a raging blizzard at 20 degrees below zero just to drink her bathwater. I mean, that's the shit that we sick fucks guys would say to each other.
Yeah, there was always that stuff. I'd eat the corn out of her shit. There's tons of them.
Of course.
Sure.
So here it is, 40 plus years later since I've been in high school. Women are selling their goddamn bathwater.
Yeah, people are buying it.
Because Chris Aiken actually attempted to buy some Sydney Sweeney's bathwater bliss soap.
I did.
From Squatch.
I did.
Just to get a couple drips of her bathwater supposedly used to make the soap.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. I was buying it 1,000% for the show.
Of course you were.
But it would be a funny fucking thing.
I mean, hell, you bought the vagina candle. Why wouldn't you buy Sydney Sweeney's?
Well, that was kind of the thought, was that I was gonna buy the Sydney Sweeney bat soap, and I was gonna do something with it and the vagina candle.
I suppose she could take another bath and make a new batch, if indeed that is actually her bath water.
I'll wait. I'm patient. Go ahead, Sydney. Do it after a good workout at the gym, though. Let's get some of that sweat coming off your pussy into my soap bar.
Right.
Please.
I want the drip that came off of your supple nipple.
That's what I want.
You can now, or used to be up until when? Just the other day?
Yeah, just until they went on sale Friday and they sold out in seconds.
Of course. You were up until Friday morning able to purchase Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. Well, kind of. The Emmy-nominated actor, Hollywood heartthrob, is promoting a new soap that's made with a quote-unquote touch of bathwater Sydney took a bath in. 1 year after bathing, Sweeney appeared in a Dr. Squatch body wash promotion. The two have now collaborated to launch Sydney's Bathwater Bliss.
Yes.
Or so it goes. You kept asking about my bathwater after the Squatch ad. So we kept it. Did you? Did you really keep it? Sweeney wrote in a joint Instagram post with the men's personal care company introducing Sydney's Bathwater Bliss, a very real limited edition soap made with my actual bathwater.
Well,
we found out through Chris Aiken that it did not last long.
did not. Very disappointing.
For those looking to lather up, the limited edition soap will go on sale Friday, June 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern time and was sold out by 12:02 Eastern time.
Way quicker. I was on there at 12 and couldn't get it.
For $8 a bar. $8.
$8. Well, it was 20 with shipping and everything, but it wasn't $8.
So it went in under 60 seconds. Gone in 60 seconds.
What they sell? 500 bars?
I have
5,000
no
bars, something like that?
Only 5,000 bars. 5,000.
If you think about that for a minute, and I did because I'm a sick fuck like this.
Right, of course.
If they took an eyedropper,
yes,
and just put an eyedropper's worth of Sydney Sweeney bathwater, which if it's real, that's what they're going to do.
Okay.
5,000 bars would not even take a quarter of a bathtub. I don't think. Do you?
No, but you have to put a limit on it to make it more attractive.
Worth something. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I wanted one, and I didn't get it. Very disappointing.
Right. Only 5,000 bars of the soap will be made, with Dr. Squatch awarding 100 bars to lucky bathers by way of a giveaway on its Instagram and website between May 29th and June 5th.
Right.
The medium grit soap, it's got grit. I don't think I want to be washing with lava.
Here's my bar of Sydney Sweeney soap, by the way.
Let's see here. The medium grit soap is made from pine bark extract, exfoliating sand. I don't think I want sand in my soap. That's like
that shit that you wash your hands with when you're working with grease and stuff.
It's lava.
Yeah.
That's what they call lava because it's got pumice stone in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah. And droplets of the Euphoria Stars bathwater.
Yes.
The scent, in a nod to Sweeney's Pacific Coast roots, combines pine, Douglas fir, and earthy moss, which perhaps a trace of Sweeney herself. Mm-hmm. So that's the caveat there. It's like, well, maybe.
There's a lot of imagination going on.
I understand that. I get it. I get it. Well, it sold it out. When your fans start asking you for your bath water, well, they don't really want your bath water, Sydney. They want to taste your pussy. Okay.
Yes, they want to suck your tits.
That's it. You can either ignore it or turn it into a bar of Dr. Squash soap.
How much do you think a Sydney Sweeney real doll would sell for right now?
Oh,
4,000. 20 G's?
Or really 20? I'm not thinking 20.
If it looked exactly like Sydney Sweeney, the regular ones are 4 to 5.
Right.
So 10?
Maybe 10.
Have to be double.
Yeah.
God, I'd be starting a savings account now.
It's weird in the best way, and I love that we created something that's not just unforgettable. It actually smells incredible and delivers like every other Dr. Squatch product I love. The company describes the product as a perfect combination of the two best places on the planet. What? The upper Northwest and Sydney Sweeney's crotch?
I was going to say Sydney Sweeney's pussy, and where else? Where else would be comfortable? Motorboating those titties, maybe?
Right. There's no playbook for turning Sydney Sweeney's actual bathwater into a bar of soap. John, whatever, senior vice president of global marketing, the Dr. Squatch said in a release, but that's exactly what we did. This bar is bizarre, unexpected, and meant to get guys thinking more deeply about what they're putting on their bodies.
Nobody's thinking about that at all.
Nobody's thinking about that.
I guarantee you, every single bar of this soap is opened by a guy with a hard dick.
Right.
Or and he's gonna rub his dick with the Sydney Sweeney soap in the shower. That's what you're doing with this thing.
You're gonna have a raw dick if you got this abrasives in it.
Yeah, but you just put in some. You rub it in your hands, get a little lather, mix it in with some shampoo, jerk that motherfucker for all it's worth.
Right. By giving them a chance to take a bath with Sydney Sweeney soap.
Oh, soap. Huh.
I honestly think it's really fun. Full circle moment. Circle jerk, maybe.
Circle jerk moment, exactly.
Because fans always joke about wanting my bath water. They don't joke about it, Sydney. I was like, this is just such a cool way to have a conversation with the audience and give them what they want.
So if I tell a joke about fucking you for like 3 days straight, you'll find a way to make that happen?
Right.
Can we do that? Because I will make that joke for you, Sydney.
But also hopefully encouraging them to take care of themselves in a healthy way.
Yeah. Because before Sydney Sweeney started selling Dr. Squatch, nobody used soap.
No, nobody used soap.
I love her and all, but Jesus Christ, come on. The only reason, look, if you want to talk about hitting a lottery ticket, did anybody hit the lottery better than the Dr. Squatch people?
No, of course.
Because they just bought into her when she was nothing.
Yeah, well, it was a marketing genius move on their part.
They bought into this girl that was a mid-level, not famous, but kind of hot chick. And then her career absolutely exploded in the last year or two. Almost 3 years ago, we watched the Rolling Stones video. Mm-hmm. And I could not stop watching it. Mm. And this was before I even knew who she was. Yeah. But they didn't know.
I didn't know who she was at that point, but I'm
saying these soap people didn't know.
No, I agree. And but me, I'm talking about me personally. I could not, and I still watch that video periodically.
It's great.
It's a fantastic video. I love that music video. And she just looked like she was having fun doing it. Can you pull that up? Angry. I just love that. It's just fun. And the thing is that she has made it very clear that she knows that she's just a sex object and she doesn't mind.
She don't care.
Being a sex object. She's like, well, don't look at me like that. You're just sexualizing me. You're just objectifying me. Well, that's what she wants, and she likes it.
She's getting paid.
And she likes it.
Of course she likes it, but she's getting paid.
Welcome to the ultimate experience for hard rock and heavy metal fans. Introducing the CMS Locals VIP app, your #1 destination for all things on the CMS network. Dive into the classic metal show, Chris Akey Presents, Seth Williams Show, and more, all in one place. It's free to get started or elevate your experience with a subscription for just $4.99 a month. Go commercial free, get advanced releases, and enjoy exclusive bonus episodes. Plus, it's the prime spot to chat with like-minded fans who love raw, uncensored commentary. Are you ready to rock? Download from your iOS or Android store, search for the CMS network, and join the community now. It's free, it's easy, and it's the best way to keep our shows with you every single day. Install the Locals.com app today and follow the CMS network.
She realizes what she is, and she is going to cash in. She is literally going to work those fucking perfect tits until they're sagging to her knees.
Huh?
Because she understands. She's going to make $100 million in the next 5 years. I as you know, I'm totally obsessed with Sydney Sweeney. She has like 27, that's a literal number, 27 projects that she's already signed on to do. She knows that she's hot, and she's got her freaking management just signing everything. Doing new season of Euphoria, doing new movies, she was just on what do you call it? The Tonight Show. Is that the Tonight Show with the goofy Jimmy?
Jimmy Fallon.
Is that the goofy one?
Well, Jimmy Fallon, I think.
Jimmy Kimmel's the one that cries.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon, yeah. She was just on there talking about Euphoria and, that she's naked in it and stuff. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, naked.
Love it.
Naked.
All right, let's watch a little of this. You know what it is with her, I think? She's unbelievably hot, but she doesn't come off like every other fucking actress.
No, she
comes off very personal.
She comes off like the girl next door.
Look at this idiot.
What a dog.
You're a fucking fool.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Jim is an idiot. Jim's I think he's just saying that to say
what
that.
A dog.
What a dog, please. The fatty that we did 2 segments ago, that's a dog. This is a dog trainer. Holy smokes.
Please just forget about me. Cancel out my name. Please never write to me. I love you just the same. I hear a melody ringing in my brain. Just keep the memories. Don't have to be ashamed. Don't get angry with me. I'm in a desperate state. I'm not angry with you. Don't just spit in my face. The ones that door with that teeth and
If you like this video, you gotta watch Euphoria, dude. You have Max, don't you?
Of course.
Watch Euphoria. 2 seasons. She gets fucked in nearly every episode.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch Max and see a dog on my Max. Come on, are you shitting me?
Yeah, good point. Sorry, Jim. I guarantee even Nostradamus saw that she's gorgeous. Shut up, Jim. Fucking idiot. All right, here's more. I love this video, too.
I do too. I still watch it. I love it. Every now and again when I need a little pick-me-up and just sort of like to make my day, I just pull this up and I go, oh, yeah, I remember those days.
Mm-hmm.
the cloth. My mouth's getting sore. I can't take anymore. Why you angry with me?
Right.
Why you angry? Voices keep echoing, calling out my name. Hear the rain keep beating on my window pane. I hear a melody ringing in my brain. You can keep the memories, don't have to be ashamed. Don't get angry with me.
Shh. My goodness. My goodness.
That is a very gifted young lady.
Yeah, she is.
But this has got to be, aside from the hotness that Sydney brings to the video, that has got to be one of the most creative music
Yeah, they did a
videos
good
I've
job with
ever
it.
seen.
They did a really good job.
Because, you know, they took every era of the
Mhm.
Rolling Stones and just incorporated it into the video. And she just sort of like tied it all together, just like Big Lebowski's rug.
Mhm.
It just tied the whole video together.
Yep.
Just
Good stuff.
badass.
Good stuff. Like it.
But the Sydney Sweeney,
Shampoo or soap.
Sydney Sweeney bathwater did not set well with everybody.
Oh, please.
People are
Jim Jackal, age 83. Go ahead.
Well, a new level of low. People did not hold back when they found out Sydney Sweeney is selling her bathwater.
Aw.
You got to take the yin with the yang, the good with the bad.
Okay.
Listen, after Gwyneth Paltrow began selling a scented candle called This Candle Smells Like My Vajayjay, my
Yes, sir.
vagina, nothing celebrities do surprise me anymore. So when I heard Sydney Sweeney was going to profit off of her bathwater, I didn't even budge. So how did this come about? Here's a little background story. Back in October of 2024, the Anyone But You star was featured in a Dr. Squatch body wash commercial. Hello, you dirty little boys, Sydney said while taking a bubble bath. Are you interested in my body wash? Well, you can't have it because this isn't for the boys. It's for the men. The video generated so much attention that people in the comments were literally begging to drink the bathwater.
They were joking. Oh my God. These fucking idiots with their don't get the joke attitude are
Of course,
just
but
idiots.
which is why I brought up the whole thing at the beginning of this conversation that even way back over 40 years ago, over 40 years ago, and I'm sure it existed even prior to that,
Right.
we as young adolescent males were talking about women in general and say, man, I would walk naked through a blizzard to just drink her bathwater. That was an old joke.
Yeah.
It's old, but it's still funny. Which just goes to show you the lengths that normal heterosexual males will go through the lengths to worship a hot chick.
Right.
We're just shallow that way. It's just how we are.
We're just dumb guys.
That's just how we are. Well, the people spoke, and the hygiene brand listed today, Dr. Squatch, introduced their latest limited edition natural soap, Sydney Sweeney's Bathwater Bliss, made from Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. You kept asking for my bathwater after the Dr. Squatch ad. She wrote in a caption, so we kept it. Did they really keep it? I don't think they did.
No, they just, if they used real bathwater at all, they just had her come in and take a fucking bath.
If indeed that is the case.
I gotta think that it's true.
Well, there might be some truth to it.
I gotta think that they,
you know what
if they got found out, they would get sued so
right,
badly.
of course. You know what I equate this to?
What?
When Kiss, quote unquote, put their real blood into the dye for the Kiss comic book.
Right.
It's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
And of course, people on the internet had a lot to say about it. This is absolutely disgusting, but I just know it'll sell out, so go off.
Well, it did.
Yep, and it did. Chris can attest to that.
I can.
A new level of low. Some degenerate will buy this and is gonna lick it instead of using.
Lick it.
Lick it. Oh, the middle-aged men are gonna go feral.
Yeah.
This is the old lesbian cunts who are always just disgusted that
This
there's
is this is that fat chick that's mad because the guys are gonna jerk off to Sydney Sweeney instead of them. That's what it is.
It saddens me to see where this generation of men has become. It's not become. We were talking
Always
about
have
this
been.
years ago.
The only thing that's changed is the girl we're talking about.
Degenerate simps.
You know what this is?
It's one thing to admire a woman, but how did it come to this?
This is Pam Anderson 20 years ago. This is Heather Locklear 30 years ago. This is Julie Newmar in Jim's era, you know, or some cave woman or something that had big tits, you know, whatever, whenever Jim was a teenager.
Yep.
Back when he was dodging dinosaurs.
This is a bad loser laughing my fucking ass off.
Ooh, bad, harsh words.
I'll take 10.
Yeah, I'll take 20 just to fucking throw it at you, you cunt.
Right. I'm sorry, but this is just disgusting.
Oh.
Sydney, of all people, to agree to this. This proves our society is failing with all the people hyped for this.
No, this article is proving that. Your complete lack of having fun with it is proof positive that you are an annoying twat bag.
Right.
This is a person you never want to spend time with. Ever.
Yep. There's more to a woman than just her body. I feel sick. She's in Hollywood. Why do this?
Shut up.
I will be donating 90% of my first paycheck to this. Okay, now tell me what you think of this brand collaboration. Is it giving get your money, sis, or you? What the fuck? Let me know in the comments.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's just a goofy. It's a goofy promotion. The only reason she doesn't like this is because it's a goofy promotion that subtly talks about sexual shit.
It's a guy thing.
It's a total guy thing, and it's a guy thing on the level of, you know, us being dirty guys.
Yeah, well, that's
the joke.
Well, that's the whole thing. Guys in general have not been allowed to be guys in the last probably 5 to 8 years.
Yeah.
Not allowed. Because it's so droll and so terrible and so misogynistic and terrible.
We're equals. We're equals. Shut up. If you weren't equal to Sydney Sweeney, I'd buy your soap too, you cunt.
Right. Well, see, this goes back to even the history of this show. Mm-hmm. You and I have been doing this show pretty consistently since 2005 together. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for basically 20 years.
Right.
The backlash that I personally have caught from various people, whether it's family members or friends or significant others at the time, is that you guys are so dirty, and the way that you discuss women is so disrespectful and blah, blah, blah. But we talk like guys. We're just dudes.
We're guys.
This is how guys do it. Yeah. This is what guys talk about when they're hanging out at a bar and having a drink or whatever it is that guys do, whether they're playing, you know, one-on-one basketball or whatever.
And guess what, ladies? Even if your guy's not saying this shit in front of you, he's thinking it.
Yeah, of course.
He's thinking it. When your man of 10 years sees Sydney Sweeney and you say, ew, how can people be so in love with her? And he goes, yeah, he's really thinking, I would fuck the tar out of that instead of this old hag that I'm fucking.
Exactly.
Don't fool yourself. You are a regular. Sydney Sweeney is a Hollywood. And there is a difference. I know I make the joke all the time. People laugh. It's hilarious that somebody is a supermarket 6 or a Hollywood 10. There is reality to that. There is definitely reality to that. When you judge people, if Sydney Sweeney walked into a supermarket, she walked into your local supermarket, every fucking guy in that place is going to find their way to the aisle she's in. True or not?
True.
It's like a magnet on a bag of nails.
Right.
Just everybody's going to want to get close to her. Everybody's going to be, do you need help with that? Can I get you this thing on the top? You know, you are going to get every fucking idiot under the sun trying to get her everything from fruit cocktail to fucking Dr. Squatch soap. Everybody's going to be helpful for her. She is a supermarket 10. She is a Hollywood 10 for that matter.
Right. Have you ever seen the movie She's Out of My League?
Yes.
Same thing.
Mm-hmm. Or, you know what this conversation reminds me of? Another movie? Shallow Hal.
Yeah, Shallow Hal.
She is Sydney Sweeney to the guys is the shallow Hal, is what Hal sees.
Right.
What the women see in Sydney Sweeney is what she really is, a big fat awful pig.
Yeah, just like the girl we featured earlier tonight.
Mm-hmm, because they're jealous. They're jealous that we like something other than them. But we do. Guys are meant to like other chicks. We'll stay with you. You know, we're stupid enough to stay with you when you're a raging cunt. But in reality, we're always thinking about, what's that saying? You want to talk about guy sayings? What isn't the saying something along the line of, no matter how hot she is, there's somebody tired of fucking her?
Yeah, of course. It's like, it's like tits and tires.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. I promise you, ladies, whoever's fucking you right now, if you've been with them more than 6 weeks, they're thinking about other chicks too.
Yeah,
They are.
He's already tired of you.
Mm-hmm. He already knows where that fucking special fold is in your fucking puss.
Yeah, especially if you're just a pain in the ass.
Yes. Once we figure out where the G-spot is and we know how to fucking rub on it pretty decently and get you off, then we're bored with you because there's nothing left to prove. That's when we get tired of you. And none of us ever say it because we want to keep getting our dick sucked. But let's just be real. Once we figure out that specific spot on any chick on how to get them off, then we're already done with them. We could break up with them at that point.
Yeah, we've
conquered it.
We've penetrated the fourth wall.
Yeah.
So we know the secrets behind the curtain, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've been to the top of Mount Everest, and you know what? It's still cold.
Yeah. Now we're on to a new conquest.
Yes.
Are you ready to shred? CMS Rocks is your 24/7 heavy metal fortress. We bring you the best of metal, from classic anthems to the latest shredders. Experience Metal Shop Mondays and catch the Classic Metal Show replay every Wednesday. Why pay for metal when CMS Rocks blasts the best, heaviest tunes all day, every day? Tune in now, wherever you are, on your phone or any device, at www.cmsradio.net. Don't drop cash on streaming. Let CMS Rocks destroy your speakers with the ultimate metal playlist. Tune in now at www.cmsradio.net and get your face ripped off.